Hello everyone, Russ of Aquarimax Pets here. On the right, you can see some Porcellio scabber Orange Piebald. These were sent to me by Derek Niehaus, who's worked with them for quite a while. They originate from the stock that Kyle Candelian of Roach Crossing worked with. Someone found them on the side of their barn, I think, and those were the wild type color, but the piebald pattern, so gray with white patches. But as you can see here, these are orange because Derek worked some of the Spanish orange stock in, and this is what we get. These are individuals that I chose specifically for varied expressions of the trait. I'm still working with my colony. There are some that are throwing full oranges and some that are throwing patterns like these. Derek mentioned that the stock that he has still throws some entirely orange ones, so it still needs to be worked with. But it's also an interesting thing that the stock doesn't produce, or these traits don't necessarily show up until the individuals have grown quite a bit. So you can see that there's one individual that almost doesn't have the pied pattern, the largest one in there, I think. There's a little bit of a section that's paler, and then there's some that have a really nice contrast with a lot of pale or white patterning and then a lot of the orange. At any rate, I'm probably going to be working with these for a while. They're one of my favorites because of their potential, but Derek was saying that there's possibly more than one gene at work, which is why it's difficult to get this trait to express itself as a single gene recessive trait would. So we'll see how that goes. Now, the individual at towards the top of the screen is a Porcellio Laevis orange. And as you look at that, that's the typical phenotype. Kind of this orange color, not quite maybe as vivid as the orange in Porcellio scabber. When you compare them, the Porcellio scabber on the right are more vivid orange, definitely, but orange nonetheless. Now, not too long ago, I noticed an interesting individual in the Porcellio Laevis orange culture, and this was the specimen that I found. And if you look at it closely, it looks mostly white, but it does have a little bit of orange on the face, at least I think it does, and then a little bit of orange here on the pleon too, just a little. It's not very strong, but it's there. And then my daughter was saying, kind of looks like the skirt has a little bit of orange in it maybe as well, which is interesting. Not sure what's going on here. This could be a genetic trait, could be something that's not genetic. It's not uncommon for isopods to have varying phenotypes that may be caused by a virus, may be caused by something else. Maybe it's a somatic mutation, so it's not heritable. Sometimes there is a lot of thought going around, and Kyle Candelian has mentioned this, and that's where I learned about it, that some traits in some of the isopods may be heritable but not genetic. In other words, they pass a pathogen on to future generations that is then expressed, and so heritable but not genetic, at least not the isopod's genetics. So I'm curious to see what this does. This may not carry on at all, or it may be a simple recessive trait. We'll see. But as you can see, the antennae are pretty dark, especially at the tips. The eyes are pretty dark. So not sure what this is. It may be some form of pied trait, it may not. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to keep this individual and see if it can produce any offspring. And if so, I'll keep you posted on what happens with it. Thanks for watching today. I post videos every Friday with live streams and shorts during the week as well. Please feel free to share, rate, comment, and if you haven't already,
subscribe.
And then tap the bell for all notifications so you don't miss my next video.